Can you solve all these a competitive book on agriculture questions? Wheat is a dash crop.
Bravo, food crop. It means garden culture.
That's it. Horticulture.
It means land management. Agronomy, great work. Agriculture does not consist. Commendable response. Business. Biotechnology is referred to as well articulated. Genetic engineering.
Where did agriculture originate?
Good job. Multiple hearths. A welder belonged to which pathway? You got it. Agriculture mechanics. The first form of agriculture was? Yes, vegetative planting is right.
What is another word for farming?
Well reasoned. Agriculture. Management of agriculture resources. Outstanding effort. Economics. The cultivation of trees and shrubs. That's accurate. Arboriculture. What metal revolutionized agriculture? Valid point. Which is the main occupation in India? Agriculture, well done. What is the #1 job in the world? Solid response. Agriculture. The people of the Sahara Desert practice. Pastoral nomadism is correct. More than what is needed or used. Excess. On track. Surplus. Dash is cultivation of fruits and flowers. Confident and correct. Horticulture. All are importances of agriculture except. Right choice. Stunts. Agriculture is the main occupation for Dash. Smart thinking. Villages. The following are areas of agriculture except. Clear and correct. Pharmacology. Seed agriculture probably reached Europe from. Correct response, Southwest Asia. What is the origin of the word agriculture? Perfect choice. Latin. Typically, slash and burn agriculture leads to. Excellent work. Shifting cultivation. Dependence on a single agricultural commodity. Well expressed. Monoculture. One type of agriculture is not like the other. Strong answer. Mediterranean. What agriculture do we primarily find in Laodiceas? Precise answer. Plantations. The biggest industry in the United States is the Dash. Thoughtful answer. Agriculture is the raising of crops and animals for human use. Logical choice. Agriculture. To train plants or animals to be useful by people. Nice work. Domesticate. When people move from one place to another to live. Right. Migration. In California, agriculture provides 1 in Dash jobs. Nicely done. What first allowed early humans to be less nomadic? Spot on agriculture. Which crop is associated with intensive agriculture? Accurate answer, rice. Which sector of the economy is agriculture based on? Well done, primary! Commercial firms developed in support of agriculture. exactly agribusiness?
The term agriculture is derived from which language?
Great job, Latin. Agriculture accounts for -% of India's GDP. Keep it up.
Which of the following is not a branch of horticulture?
Very good. Agriculture.
How much of the Indian population depend on agriculture?
Excellent reasoning. 70%.
Do you think agriculture is important in your community?
Well supported. Yes.
The connection between industry of farming and business.
Accurate answer, agribusiness. Cool. Which one is not a natural input in agriculture system? Excellent work. Irrigation? Animal that is considered alternative. Animal agriculture. Keep it up, bees. A technical term in agriculture, which means useful plants. Thoughtful answer. Crop. Emphasis on use of pesticides, herbicides, and monoculture. Smart thinking. Green revolution.
Agriculture-related environmental issue in Northern Africa?
Nicely done. Desertification.
Agriculture is one of the most important in the world.
That's it. Economic activity.
Which country is most likely to feature Swidden agriculture?
Valid point. Congo. Slash and burn is an example of which agricultural practice? Well done. Subsistence farming. The predominant form of agriculture in the U.S. Southeast is. Great job. Commercial gardening. Becoming an expert in a specific job or skill is considered Yes, specialization is right. Land prepared for agriculture using the slash and burn method. Exactly. Swidden. Growing only enough food to feed your family is an example of. Very good. Subsistence agriculture.
What was the legislation that made colleges teach agriculture?
Logical choice. Land grant. Agricultural practices that conserve soil and water resources. Confident and correct. Sustainable agriculture. The application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. Correct response. Technology. Businesses that have developed with or stem out of agriculture. You got it, agribusiness! All of the following are types of subsistence agriculture, except. Excellent reasoning. Truck farming.
The science of growing fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants.
Perfect choice. Horticulture.
The acquisition and use of capital in agriculture is termed
Well supported. Agricultural finance.
Farming that requires lots of labor and/or capital investment is. Well reasoned. Intensive agriculture. What country would be most likely to feature terrace agriculture?
That's accurate. China.
Pastoral nomadism is practiced in climates similar to that of Daesh. Ranching! Which of the following is not a sustainable method of agriculture? Solid response. Shifting cultivation. What percentage of the world's freshwater is used for agriculture? Nice work. What fraction of the civilian labor force works in agriculture?
Swantex.
The following are technology used in precision agriculture, except. Strong answer. Film camera. The development of dash, or farming, changed human society forever. Agriculture is correct. The organic substance obtained from dead plants and animal wastes is. Right choice. Manure. Slash and burn agriculture is known as dash in northeastern states. Well expressed. Jumming. The following process involved in precision agriculture cycle, except. Commendable response. Management. The culture of plants for food, comfort, and beautification purposes. On track. Horticulture. Which of the following does not belong to the branches of agriculture? Agricultural practices. Great work. What type of agriculture is practiced to produce for sale off the farm? Good job, commercial! The rearing of aquatic animals and plants for human consumption or use. Right? Aquaculture. A form of subsistence agriculture based on herding domesticated animals. Precise answer. Pastoral nomadism has increased its production by 20% per year for the last 20 years. Organic agriculture, well done. The production of food primarily for consumption by the farmer's family. Outstanding effort. Subsistence agriculture. The process of changing plants and animals for better use is called dash. Well-articulated. Domestication.
Across the globe, more than % of people are engaged in agriculture.
Clear and correct. 50. Application of mechanical and other engineering principles in agriculture. Ag engineering, well done. Which type of agriculture is found primarily in less developed countries? Keep it up. Plantation. Where does agriculture rank in terms of the largest industries in the US? Accurate answer first. It involves knowledge of farm machines or equipment and their proper uses.
Solid response. Agricultural engineering.
Farming that focuses on producing enough food to feed the farmer's family. Thoughtful answer. Subsistence agriculture. All of the following crops are products of Mediterranean agriculture except. Precise answer. Apples. All of the following are physical factors that influence agriculture except. You got it. Labor. All of these are typical cash crops grown in plantation agriculture except. Well-articulated. Corn. The growing of fruits, vegetables, and flowers, managing turfs and landscape.
That's it. Horticulture.
What type of agriculture uses the largest percentage of the world's land area? Right choice. Shifting cultivation. Which of the following types of agriculture would agribusiness be involved in?
Very good. Livestock farming.
Management positions in agriculture are all of the following except which one? Excellent work. Entry level. Agriculture careers account for approximately % of Illinois' careers. Nicely done. 13.
According to von Thonen, what type of agriculture is produced closest to market?
Nice work, dairying.
All the following are examples of the role and importance of agriculture, except
Exactly. Marginalization.
most tape measures found in the agriculture shop will measure to an accuracy of
16 inch is correct.
which form of commercial agriculture is found primarily in developing countries?
Good job. Plantation agriculture.
Typically, most of the energy subsidies in modern agriculture are in the form of
Spot on. Fossil fuels. What type of agriculture is practiced to feed the farmer and the farmer's family?
perfect choice, subsistence.
A form of commercial agriculture in which livestock graze over an extensive area.
Commendable response. Ranching.
Asian agriculture is characterized by shortages of all but which of the following?
Well expressed, labor.
Which of the following is least likely to be produced in Mediterranean agriculture?
Clear and correct. Butter.
The branch of agriculture that uses cut flowers to make arrangements is called dash.
Strong answer. Floriculture.
The science of planting and caring for forests, and the management of growing timber.
That's accurate. Forestry.
The agriculture industry in the United States employs approximately how many people?
23 million. The science of working land and activities concerned with growing plants and animals.
On track. Agriculture.
Which of the following types of agriculture is used most widely throughout the world?
What?
Well supported. Shifting cultivation.
Cultivation of fishes in artificially prepared ponds or water bodies is called as dash.
Well reasoned. Pisciculture.
Disguised unemployment is a phenomenon inherent in which sector of the Indian economy?
Yes, agriculture is right.
This pertains to art and science of systematic production of useful plants and animals.
Great job, agriculture.
Forestry, lumbering, agriculture, hunting and fishing all are dash economic activities.
Smart thinking. Primary.
Because of cultural and environmental factors across space, dash varies around the world.
Outstanding effort. Farming.
Which area focuses on the economics, accounting and other related aspects of agriculture?
Right? Agriculture, business.
Farming system that relies on natural ecological systems versus the use of chemical pesticides.
Correct response, organic agriculture.
What term describes the application of scientific principles and new technologies to agriculture?
Logical choice. Agriscience.
A branch of agriculture dealing with garden crops, generally fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants.
Well done. Horticulture.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Excellent reasoning. Contact Narayan Changder